coming at you. That's me, Token Vaping. How's it going, guys? Today's juice review is another flavor in a line that I'm really proud of. I've gotten a chance to talk to the main guy behind this. I've talked shop with him for a little bit, gotten to know him, you know, on a friendly level. Have exchanged, you know, our passion, our dedication. I've listened to his overall purpose as to why he does what he does, and the dedication and passion and just overall support that he has for the vaping community is second to none. It is extremely impressive. He's based on the East Coast, I'm sorry. I'm on the West Coast. But the line is called InvaZion, and I've already done a few reviews on a couple of these flavors already, so I'm going to dive into the next flavor in this lineup. You can check them out at Vapor's Choice. That's Vapors with a Z, not an S. VaporsChoice.com. They are on Instagram, Facebook, all over social media. They are not hard to find. They are not hard to look into. Definitely reach out to them. He's really good about answering back. This line does come in a 0, 3, 6, and 12. And the flavors are really diverse. You know, if you check out their flavor profiles on their website, or check out my reviews, red subscribe button. They're not unusual, unique flavors, but he has done some twists on mixing some of the flavors that not many people might have thought of or come up with. So it's really cool to see that he's trying to go a little different, a little outside the box, and not do the normal flavors that everybody expects. The other cool thing about it is, if you've seen any of my other videos, check out, like I said, check out VaporsChoice.com. Check out their flavor profiles. If you are interested in any of the flavors in this line, if you go and want to try to purchase some, just go to VaporsChoice.com. On the checkout, if you throw in my name, Token Vaping, it'll save you 25% off on the InvaZion lineup. So that's actually pretty cool. So you save money, you get to try a really good line, so it's a win-win. Definitely check it out. So this is the bottle. As you can see, it is safety sealed. It is a first vape, first review, but one of the things that I'm really hooked on with this line is just really amazing is the picture logos that they use. These are all like really well done. They almost look like a painting. If you've ever seen H.R. Geiger type artwork, it really is reminiscent of that, but the detail in this is beautiful. They are really in-depth and well done. But they are on more of the extreme edge. It's not the simple, you know, everyday aliens that you see in movies and things like that. I mean, there's some imagination put into this, and these are just phenomenally beautiful. There is the name of the company right there, InvaZion, and this is the name of the flavor, which is Solara, and that's this one. You have all your warning and ingredient labeling right in here, which is standard. Excuse me. And then you have the website attachment on here. It is kind of a little bit hard to see just because of how dark this is. It is a 30 ml bottle in a 3 nicotine right in here as well. So as I said, it is a first vape, first review. So on a fresh wick, we're going to go ahead and juice this up. And as always, I use Texas Tough Cotton. It works really well for me. I like that it's easy to work with, and especially on a first vape, it doesn't have a really strong cottony taste to that. So it holds flavor really well. Plus, it doesn't take super long for the juice to basically work its way into the cotton, so that you get full flavor pretty much right off the bat. So Texas Tough Cotton on Instagram if you are interested. Now, this is a 75-25 mix. That's the other cool thing that I like about this line. The flavors all have different mix ratios that work best for that flavor, so that it's just another sign of showing the attention to detail that they put into this, to make sure that just because it works for this flavor, it doesn't mean it's going to work for the next flavor. So they make sure that the mix ratio is what works best for that specific flavor. Just a little more of a step that they add into that, which does make a difference in the flavors as well. So now Solara is supposed to be raspberry, tangerine, and lemonade, topped off with a dizzying watermelon rum. Now obviously there isn't actual alcohol in here, but this is basically supposed to, in my impression, going off the flavor profile, it's supposed to just be a really fruity cocktail type drink. So let's check this out, and hopefully we will be impressed with this as we were with the other flavors. when you mix a lot of fruits and you're trying to go off for like a drink or a lighter aid style, whether it's like a lemonade style or a more lighter citrus drink, sometimes it's hard to pull off just because the fruit flavors that are used do come off a little strong. The citrus in it comes off a little strong. So let's definitely check this out, and we're going to go ahead and bust this open. Or I'm going to attempt to bust this open. There we go. Pop this open here. As you see right there, we're going to go ahead and open this up. Wow. Now, I don't know if this is a mental thing. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's going to come off the same way for other people, which is why my opinion on these flavors is just my opinion. I'm not trying to impose it on anybody. I'm not trying to make anybody feel like they have to get the same reaction, because everybody is different. But I definitely get a very citrusy style drink odor flavor to this, flavor odor. But on the tail end of it, it almost has, for lack of better explanation, it almost has kind of an alcoholic after hint to it. It almost actually smells like a drink you would get at the bar, you know, that has alcohol in it. You smell most of what's in it, but then you get that slight hit of the alcohol on the tail end. And like I said, I don't know if it's a mental thing just because I read that it's supposed to be watermelon rum, so my brain automatically tries to find the smell of rum in it. But it definitely comes off that way with the, at least just on the odor of it, which is actually kind of impressive since there's actually no alcohol in it. But to be able to emulate that hint of it is pretty impressive in its own self. So we're going to go ahead and vape this, and we will see how closely to the odor and the description the flavor comes. Now, so far they've pretty much been batting 1,000 so far. They're 2 for 2. If you've checked out my other 2 videos on this line, both of the other flavors were really, really solid. And as far as for what they were supposed to vape, taste like and vape, they were on point. So let's see if we can keep that record going and definitely give this a shot. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick pre-burn. Just get the juices flowing through it so that as soon as I vape this, it's pretty much all straight flavor. Especially with a citrus flavor, as I was saying, because of the citrus tones that are in the liquid flavor, it tends to come off a bit harsher to a point for some people, just because the citrus flavors are lighter in a thickness aspect as far as for the liquid, but hopefully it won't come off too bad. So I got that juiced up. Let me go ahead and cap this off. And as always, I'm rocking at 75 watts, and this is Solara from InvaZion. So, like I said, it's a 75-25, but as you can tell, the clouds are pretty solid. That's always a plus for any type of vapor, especially ones that like the denser clouds. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just hit a couple more drops on this. Get 1 or 2 good more vape hits out of it, and then I will tell you what I think. Okay, so pros and cons. I guess the biggest con for me in this is it's the one aspect that I have problems with when it comes to vaping juices that are supposed to have multiple types of berries or multiple types of ingredients thrown into the mix. When you specifically list what they all are, you are trying to inform a vapor what's in it, just in case there might be a flavor that they have an issue with, or that they're not comfortable with, or they just don't like. And that's always a plus. However, When you specifically start listing everything that's in the flavor profile, the human brain just instantly starts trying to pick them out. So in essence, you're automatically trying to find something wrong with it because your brain is basically telling you, do I taste this? Do I taste this? Do I taste this? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then as soon as you find something in it that you don't taste, you automatically look at it as, well, it was kind of an okay flavor, but I couldn't specifically taste everything. To me, when you vape a flavor that is supposed to have multiple berries in it, it's supposed to just have a mixed berry flavor or a mixed juice flavor, or if it's supposed to be like just anything that's supposed to have multiple things in it, it should taste like something overall instead of trying to taste specifically each individual flavor. In this case, the berries. Yes, there is supposed to be raspberry, tangerine, lemonade, and a watermelon rum undertone, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be able to taste every single one of them. It should taste almost like a fruit aid or a lemonade cocktail with a kick of rum on the tail end for an extra boost in the flavor. That's just me. Like I said, that's how I view it. Now everybody is going to be different, and there may be people who prefer to know specifically everything that's in it, whether they can taste it all or not. As far as that goes, I don't get a big hit on the raspberry, which for me definitely works because, again, I'm one of those people, I don't like raspberry flavors. I'm not a fan of raspberry. So the fact that that's the weaker of the flavors that I pick up out of this, it definitely works for me so that I don't look at this in a negative aspect. Because if I could taste too much of the raspberry, I'd kind of be turned off to it, to be honest. I get the tangerine, which is good because I do like tangerine, but it definitely has a very tangerine overall flavor. The lemonade aspect of it, for me, just kind of keeps it in a lighter tone, so that it doesn't get to be like a heavy punch or anything like that. It's supposed to have a lighter, citrusy, more of a little lemonade style kick to it, which definitely works in that flavor. I don't get a throat hit off of that, which is good. At a 75-25, I'm not expecting to get one, but the fact that I don't get one is a definite pro for me. The watermelon rum is going to be where it's a little iffy for some people. Now, if you're expecting it to taste like rum, obviously since there's no alcohol in it, it's not really going to have that rum taste. But generally, most fruit flavors that have watermelon in them, the watermelon is meant to be more of a cooling aspect. Not so much in this flavor. The watermelon rum aspect of this of that part of this flavor, for me, comes in on the undertone of it. It seems a little bit heavier to invoke the essence of having rum in a drink. Usually in most mixed drinks that have like a rum or something like that in it, you'll get the bulk of the main flavor off the beginning, and then the rum kind of kicks in on the tail end, so you get that heavier tone to the flavor. That's more of what this works with. Now, I will definitely say that it is definitely a lighter, fruitier drink style flavor, but it's going to be different than what most people are expecting if you're expecting like a lighter citrus style, like a lemonade type drink. I like it because it is a bit heavier of a flavor. I do prefer the heavier, heartier vape flavors. I've never been really big on the lighter aspects of like lemonade style drinks, just because the citrus kick in it in a lot of vape flavors comes off a little harsh. This does not have that harshness. This does not have the citrus boost to it that you might expect as soon as you hear lemonade or something like that in the flavor. This is a heartier vape. It still is light enough that it would work on a hot day, but it is a bit heavier of a vape flavor than what normal fruit flavored drink style vapes would be. So overall, it does have a fruity mix to it. It does have that underlying hardiness to it, where the watermelon rum is supposed to kind of kick in and make it a bit heavier of a fruit drink. Regardless of anything else, it's still unique enough that I would definitely recommend trying it just to see. You never know, it might make you rethink a few aspects of this type of flavor. It might be something different that you want to throw into your rotation just for that little bit of a different flavor but still stay within your flavor profile, this would definitely work regardless of anything else. It is a unique mixture. It definitely would be worth trying if you're just looking for something different. InvaZion Liquids, thank you guys so much. It's always been a privilege to work with you guys. Vapors, like I said, if you check them out at vaporschoice.com, if you're interested in any of the flavors in the InvaZion line, definitely check out the flavor profiles or check out my videos. Throw my name in at the checkout and save 25% off the InvaZion Liquid line. It's a great deal, great line so far. Definitely check them out, Facebook and Instagram as well. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest. Whatever I can do to help further enhance your vaping experience. That's the only reason why I do this. That's the main reason why I support the companies that I do. I just want to help make vaping better for each and every vapor out there. So whatever I can do to help you, just reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to do what I can to help you out, and we can go from there. As always, thank you guys for the support and watching my videos. And as always, vape on, vape strong. Have a good night.